Yo, what's up, guys? Back at you with another one on today. This is Noble Sports Entertainment, your home for breaking sports news and sports talk. Make sure you smash that like button. When you smash the like button, hit the subscription button, subscribe to the channel, click the bell icon, and push the word all, that you may be able to receive every upload and notification that comes from this channel. Also, make sure you subscribe to the DSA. Their links will be below in the description box. And without further ado, let's go ahead and get into our video installment. All right, guys, I want to talk to you today about Lamar Jackson. What Lamar Jackson is doing is definitely phenomenal. He is playing all lights out, and I definitely believed in Lamar Jackson from day one. I was rooting for this guy even when he got drafted, when he was the 32nd pick taken in the 2018 NFL draft class. I thought that Lamar Jackson was hands down one of the best taken in the draft class, and pretty much I thought that Lamar Jackson, to me, was the best quarterback. I thought he was better than Baker Mayfield. I thought he's better than Sam Darnold. I thought about he was better than Josh Allen and Josh Rosen. And everything is coming to fruition now for Lamar Jackson. He is definitely shining, and he's getting his props finally from the NFL. Everybody is taking notice, and everybody's jumping on the bandwagon because Lamar Jackson is doing some phenomenal things. Lamar Jackson is on pace to run for over 1,000 yards. Lamar Jackson is on pace for throwing over 3,000 yards. There has not been any quarterback in NFL history to be able to do and put up some of the numbers that Lamar Jackson has been doing. But let's look at the draft class. Let's look who was taken before him. Baker Mayfield was taken at number 1 in that 2018 NFL draft class. And then you had Sam Darnold taken 3rd overall. And then you had Josh Allen taken 7th overall. And then you had Josh Rosen taken 10th overall in that 2018 draft class. And Lamar Jackson is the best so far out of all of these young quarterbacks. Lamar Jackson has been playing lights out. I knew Lamar Jackson was going to be a stud in the NFL. He just needed the opportunity. And the opportunity came to Lamar Jackson to be able to do the things that he's doing on the football field. It did not surprise me because he was already doing it in college. And the guy has been phenomenal in high school to college and now in the NFL. And one thing that I remembered on draft night from Lamar Jackson, and Lamar Jackson said this: "You can count on me that I'm going to get us a Super Bowl. I'm going to get to the Super Bowl." And I remember him saying that. And I definitely think that this season, Lamar Jackson can do something that a lot of people probably don't think that he can do. I pretty much think that Lamar Jackson has what it takes. And I'm going to go out on a limb and say this. I think that Lamar Jackson has the team and the talent to be able to get to the Super Bowl this year. Now, I know that's easier said than done, but I definitely think that Lamar Jackson can get the job done. Look what Lamar Jackson is doing already through midway through the season, and we have not even begun to get ready for the playoffs yet. Lamar Jackson has already thrown for 2,258 yards passing, 19 touchdowns, 5 interceptions, a completion percentage of 66.3, a QBR rating of 78.8. He has rushed for over 781 yards and 6 touchdowns on the ground. Lamar Jackson is doing what some running backs is not doing on the ground. Now, I know that he got an advantage. Anytime you're a quarterback, you have an advantage over running back because you have the ball in your hand. But what Lamar Jackson is doing is playing some phenomenal football. I remember Bill Polian saying on draft night that Lamar Jackson should think about considering being a wide receiver. Lamar Jackson stuck to his guns and said, "No, I am a quarterback. I'm not going into this draft as a wide receiver. I'm going as a quarterback." And I'm glad that he stuck to that, man, because I remember when Terrell Pryor came in as a quarterback from Ohio State, and then years later they ended up making him a wide receiver. And I'm glad that Lamar Jackson stuck to his guns and believed in himself, and he bet on himself. And right now, Lamar Jackson is the best quarterback. He's playing better than all of these quarterbacks that's taken before him. Remember, Lamar Jackson is playing better than Baker Mayfield, who was taken number 1. The second quarterback that was taken was Sam Darnold. The third quarterback that was taken was Josh Allen. And the fourth quarterback that was taken before him, Josh Rosen. All of these kids, they said, had a better arm and they were better quarterback than Lamar Jackson. And now he's making the doubters eat their words. And I love every minute of it, because now every single day on TV, that's all you're hearing is about Lamar Jackson. You're not hearing about Sam Darnold. You're not hearing about Josh Allen, even though the Buffalo Bills have been winning, but you're not hearing about them. You're not hearing about Josh Rosen, who's a backup quarterback now, sitting behind Ryan Fitzpatrick. Lamar Jackson is doing what we've never, ever seen done on the gridiron from a quarterback, a dual threat quarterback, I should say. A quarterback that may throw over 3,500 yards and end up rushing for over 1,200 yards. When it's all said and done, Lamar Jackson has been phenomenal. Lamar Jackson has only one goal when he got drafted. He said, I'm going to get us to the Super Bowl. And I'll never forget those words from Lamar Jackson on draft night. Lamar Jackson said, I'm going to get us a Super Bowl. And he also said, we're going to get a lot of wins. And guess what? Ever since Lamar Jackson has taken over as the starter of the Baltimore Ravens, that's all this kid has been doing, is winning. See, you never know how a player is going to turn out. You never know. And everybody think that they know everything about every player. You don't know until this kid laces up his shoes on Sundays, when he puts his helmet on and brings the pads out. You don't know what type of player that this kid was going to be. Lamar Jackson was a stud in college, and it only translated over to the NFL. When everybody said that he couldn't throw, he was inaccurate, he's not smart enough to play the quarterback position, he should move to wide receiver, Lamar Jackson has fooled you all. He's fooled all you guys, because all you guys thought that he wasn't going to be good. Now, I know that there's some people that believed in Lamar, but there's some people that didn't believe in Lamar. And they didn't think that Lamar was going to be a quarterback. And they didn't think that Lamar had what it takes to play the quarterback position in NFL. The team that Lamar Jackson has right now, guys, mark my words, this team can make it to the Super Bowl this season. They can actually make it to the Super Bowl this season and win it all. The type of team that Lamar Jackson has, one thing you have to be able to do in the postseason is to run the football. And he have guys on the team that can run. Mark Ingram, Gus Edwards, Justice Hill, the rookie, and himself. And then they got one of the better defenses in the NFL. So the type of season that Lamar is having is special. And you guys know that this is a special season that this kid is having. Lamar Jackson has what it takes to get the Baltimore Ravens to the Super Bowl this season. If Lamar Jackson and them secure home field advantage throughout the playoffs and end up getting it away from New England, I think that they have a shot to go to the Super Bowl. I definitely think that Lamar Jackson has what it takes to win the Super Bowl this season. And I'm going out on a limb to say this. Lamar Jackson is that special. Lamar Jackson is doing that much on the field. More so than all the quarterbacks that was taken before him. Lamar Jackson is already going to be going to his second appearance in the playoffs. Already. Lamar Jackson is only 22 years old, and this guy is good. And I'm glad to see the things that Lamar Jackson is doing out on the field. And he's doing some very, very special things, guys. And you know that Lamar Jackson is playing good this season. And you know that Lamar Jackson started off the season good. And they wanted to see if he would be able to keep this pace up. Lamar Jackson, to me, will be the MVP this season. Lamar Jackson definitely has what it takes to get the Baltimore Ravens to the Super Bowl this season. And I think that Lamar can do it. I believe in this kid. I believed in him day one when he got drafted, and I still believe in Lamar Jackson. I'm rooting for Lamar, man. I'm definitely rooting for him because they doubted him. When so many people doubted Lamar Jackson and said that he wasn't going to be all that. He's all that in a bag of chips, and now they're singing his praises because they thought that he was not going to be able to play the position. They thought that he was going to have to convert to being a wide receiver or some type of kick returner or something. No, the kid stuck to his guns and said he wanted to be a quarterback in the National Football League. And Lamar is changing the game. He's revolutionizing the position of the quarterback. It's good to have a pocket passer, but it's also good to have somebody that can make plays, a playmaker at the quarterback position. And that's what Lamar Jackson is. He is a playmaker, man. This guy can do it with his arm as well as his feet. And I'm singing Lamar Jackson's praises because I'm really happy for this kid. When so many people doubted him, when so many people didn't believe in him, when the scouts said that he was inaccurate, when the scouts said that he wasn't going to be able to play the position in the NFL, that he was going to have to be a wide receiver. Lamar Jackson fooled you all. He didn't fool me, but he fooled you all. Lamar Jackson is box office. Lamar Jackson is what the NFL needed right now. Him and Pat Mahomes is the face of the NFL now. Now that some of the quarterbacks are getting older, Lamar Jackson and Pat Mahomes. But right now, I got to give a shout out to Lamar Jackson because I think he will be the NFL MVP. And I definitely think that the Ravens can win it all this season. All right, you guys, I'm out of here. Till next time. Peace.
I gave you my heart.